What is up, guys? Welcome to another video. Welcome to the first install of the KLX build series here. Today's install is going to be the FMF full system. I have the Q4 on already, but since I have to take it off anyways, it's going to be as if I'm installing a full system. So we got the Megabomb and the Q4 slip-on going on to the KLX today. So I'm going to open the garage up, get some light in here, and get into the action. Alright, so all you're going to get with the Megabomb is just the header itself and the little gasket piece type thing here. And it's pretty simple install. You're just going to unbolt the slip-on, take that off, and then of course take the header off and loosen everything up, put it back together. And of course I'll show you guys along the way. Alright, on the GoPro now. So to get these side plastics off, it's an 8mm. And I'm just gonna untighten all these, take off the plastic to get access to the slip-on. Alright, there we go. So O2 sensor is right here. Not gonna be needing that anymore. And so first thing, I'm gonna loosen up the connection between the stock header and the slip-on. Alright, grabbed a little bit bigger ratchet for this one. This bolt right here is a 12mm. So I'm going to loosen that up. Alright, next step, loosen this hanger right here. The hanger is also a 12. And then we have one more here. So this last bolt right here was a 10mm. So we're gonna go ahead and get this off here. And probably need to loosen the header first. The header bolts are also 12mm. So I'm gonna loosen them. And you're gonna need an extension to get in there, because it's kind of tight fit. Alright, I should be able to wiggle loose, yep, the header and slip on. Alright, before I fully disconnect the slip-on, I'm gonna take out this O2 sensor first. Alright, everything is off the slip-on. Now I can go ahead and wiggle it out. Alright, finally got that off. Now I can take the header off. Alright, there we go. Header is off. Alright guys, here comes the exciting part. Megabomb is going on. So we're going to start out with them kind of loose because you want to leave yourself a little bit of play so that way it's easier to get the slip-on put on. So let's get this nut on here. Header is mostly on. Now I'm gonna grab the slip-on and go ahead and put that. Make sure to transfer over your clamp here. Alright, now the fun part. The mating. Oh wait. Yeah, you want to put some RTV on this, so I'm gonna grab that real quick. Alright, so when I put the slip on the first time, it required more than just a bead of RTV. So I'm going to kind of be a little generous here with it. Whoa, what the? RTV popped out the back. That's great. Real great. You would think they would be able to seal the bottle that the RTV comes in, considering that they make a product to seal things. Alright, I think that's enough. Not the prettiest job, but like I said, when I put the slip-on on, or installed the slip-on, it required quite a bit of RTV, so I'm gonna do that again. All right, here we go. Now, before I forget, I need to put this O2 bung block off thing right here that came with my Smart Moto O2 eliminator. So as you can see, this fits very well, and it uses an Allen type fastener. So I need to put that in before I forget and get everything bolted up, and I can't reach it because the exhaust is turned too far inward. Alright, so if you guys are going to get the same eliminator, it is a 6mm here to tighten this down. So the slip-on and the header are finally connected. Now, I just need to get all the hardware in, and we should be good there. So one issue when I installed the slip-on is that this little bracket here prevents the bolt from being able to go inside this hanger here. So I heard you don't really need the bracket, but what you need to do in order to get that to line up is just bend it outward a bit. And I bent it out a little bit when I did the first install, but it looks like I need to bend it out a little bit more. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Alright, so we got this bolt in. That is by far the toughest one to get in. So now that that's in, I can go ahead and start tightening everything else down. As you can see, a lot of extra RTV there. I'll try to wipe some of that off, but just like I said, I wanted to be sure. Now that that bolt's down and tight, we're going to go ahead and tighten this clamp here. Now that that's down, I'm going to go ahead and tighten down the header bolts, and then should be getting close here. Alright, last nut. Alright guys, so we got the exhaust on. Now I gotta get to the O2 sensor here and take this one off and plug in the bypass. So in order to do that, I gotta take the seat off and the plastic's on the other side. Alright, plastic's off. Now there's a bolt right here for the passenger seat strap on each side. Alright, so seat is off. Here is the sensor for the O2 that we got to get out here. Alright, there you go. If you need an O2 bypass for your KLX, go ahead, go to Smart Moto. They have an eBay store and they'll sell you the little O2 bung block off and the O2 bypass right here. So those of you in the US, there you go. Now we're gonna go ahead and put the heat shield on so I don't burn my legs off. Alright, so let's assemble this. What I'm going to do here is that there's these little brackets that hold the heat shield onto the exhaust. So I think these need to be trimmed down a bit in order for it to fit more flush with the exhaust. So I'm going to take a little rotary tool thing and see if I can't go ahead and trim those down a bit. Got my gloves on, safety glasses on. Safety first, and here we go. Alright, got the brackets grinded down a bit. Now it fits a little better than it did before, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and install it. Heat shield's on. It's a bit tough to get these clamps on. The more you can shave off the brackets, the better. Alright guys, so the exhaust is on, the O2 eliminator is on. I'll cut to a little startup here. I didn't want to keep it running for too long because the O2 is out and I haven't put the tuner on yet. But of course I'll be doing a sound video and a first ride video and all that once all this is done. But here's that sound clip real quick. So I hope you enjoyed the video part 1 of the KLX build. We got the header installed today. I hope I gave you guys some good tips for you guys installing it yourself. Main thing here is that this bracket needs to be bent out a bit so you can push the slip-on up to get this bolt right here in. And then that's the main thing right there, is that bolt. Once you get that lined up, everything seems to fall into place. So right now, I'm going to continue working on the bike. I'm going to keep the seat off because I need to do the snorkel. We got the O2 eliminator there. And I need to get under the fuel tank here for the EJK. So we're going to keep trucking along. Stay tuned for part 2. It should be either the snorkel or the fuel tuner. And I think I might put the snorkel in with the smog delete, so the next video might be the tuner. But stay tuned, subscribe if you have not to keep up with the build, share the video to those who may enjoy it. Please give this video a big thumbs up. And with all that being said, join the club and I'll see you in the next one. I stand 10 toes down.